Um, Hi, Gary Bunnell here. Uh, I'm getting a lot of questions about the first video in particular about us humans as being threefold beings. And it's uh, it's amazing to me that we humans exist anyway. I mean, it's amazing. When you think of all the life that's been on the earth and that has evolved up through Gaia's vision of life, we're the least likely to exist. And what I mean by that is we're such an unusual combination of body, spirit, and eternal soul. And as I explained in the first video, that eternal soul is an aspect of the creator. And the creator, through our soul, witnesses Gaia's creation. So, but I want to further talk about that threefold nature. So, in our physical body, we have three very distinct areas that process information and that share information with each other. We've got the cranial brain that through the 100 billion neurons that exist in our brain, through all of the synaptic connections, the electromagnetic impulses, the hormones that rage in our body, all of that talks to each other and allows us to distinguish patterns through our senses. So it helps us with continue with our expectations. Now, our expectations actually drive our senses. So we see what we expect to see. We hear what we expect to hear. So our cranial brain, of course, is the master organ. It's about 3 pounds on average, and it's really the master organ of the body, of course. It regulates most all function. The heart brain is very much like the cranial brain, except it's only got about 40 million neurons. And those neurons actually produce the largest electromagnetic force in the body. And the heart sends messages to the brain that actually helps the brain think, helps the brain through the linear aspect of creation. Then we have the gut brain. And the gut brain is a little bit more involved in the process than the heart brain. The gut brain has 100 million neurons or thereabout, and it produces 70% of two very important hormones, cortisol, which we produce when we're in stress and anxiety and uncertain, or we are lacking confidence. It also produces about 70% of the serotonin that flows through our body. And at nighttime, the gut brain is really the part of our overall consciousness that helps in the dream state, that helps actually signal from the subconscious mind to our conscious mind, helps to signal patterns and landscapes, and it defies time. We can be in a dream here and then a moment later on the other side of the planet, kind of thing. So the gut brain is the body, our DNA, our ancestral memory. The heart brain is our spirit awareness, our spirit's strategic presence. It's the reincarnation patterns that we have give us a strategy for life, and that comes from the heart. The cranial brain is where, of course, we connect to universal mind, the creator. And so it's body intelligence, instinctual intelligence, its spirit, strategic intelligence, and its soul, the connectivity to all that is, that every molecule in creation through universal mind. Now, out of all of that, in the human experience, the heart brain is actually the focal point because it allows us to have empathy. It also allows us to connect to Gaia's manifest mind, all of nature, plants, animals, each other. That heart brain is magnetic, whereas the cranial brain is electro. So when you think of a human, it's an electromagnetic being, which in creation, that's what drives everything, is the electrical impulses, the magnetic impulses. It all comes together to create our universe. And we are a representation, a full representation of that universe as an electromagnetic being. The gut brain, it's where our subconscious mind hangs out. And all of that early programming that we received, this is right, that's wrong, all of the familial and cultural instruction, by the age of 7, that all goes subconscious and pretty much guides us through life. When we begin to connect up that what we are as threefold beings, we no longer are being pushed by that subconscious programming. We're not reprogramming the subconscious. We are actually stepping outside of the subconscious. We'll still have that there, but it won't be the dominant factor. And so we are threefold beings. Those threefold aspects operate out through our physical body in those 3 brains that we have, the gut brain, the heart brain, and the cranial brain. So it's really important for us to awaken to the fact that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not human beings trying to be spiritual. And of course, I did not originate that. That's been around for quite a long time. And my wife said to me this morning as I was preparing to come to the studio that it would be really good if I smiled more and I injected some humor. So in future videos, I plan on smiling more and then doing some one-liners just for the heck of it. So thanks for watching this. I hope this helps clear up a couple of the questions I got through YouTube and through private messaging on Facebook. So thank you very much. Hope to connect with you again in the future. Bye for now.